Hey everybody, Jake here. Welcome back to the channel. I just got home from work and hopped in my personal truck. Today is going to be a busy afternoon. I got a bunch of different stuff to do. The first thing on the list is go run to the auto parts store and buy a new battery for the dump trailer. I've been prolonging buying a new battery for the dump trailer for a while now, but it's time now that I'm using the dump trailer with the conveyor to, load the wood into and everything and then stack out of it. It's gotten kind of annoying having to bring my personal truck back into the wood yard just to hook it up to be able to power the dump trailer, to dump it. So enough's enough. I'm gonna go buy a new battery. I'm sitting here letting the truck warm up a little bit, and I got a delivery. It's a little exciting for the conveyor. This is, as you can see, a big gear. And I got this from McMasterCar.com. I ordered it yesterday afternoon and it arrived today, like before I got home. So like under 24 hours. I'm hoping that this is the right size gear. So we're gonna go take a drive back into the wood yard and just place it up, see if it's the right size and pitch. And then we're gonna go buy a dump trailer battery. Once we get back with the dump trailer battery, I need to dump all of the wood chips in the international truck that we're passing by right now, because it currently has a load of wood chips in it. And then we are going to start tackling stacking all of the firewood that is in the Sure Trac dump trailer. That is all left over from probably the last video that Chris and I did when we use the conveyor to help split all this sugar maple. So as you can see, dump trailer is pretty full. So we're gonna stack all that up into totes, and Sarah said she might come out and help me split it once she's done with work. But here's this gear, here's the conveyor. Essentially, this gear here is for the crank to raise and lower this whole conveyor, and oh yeah, that looks like it fits. And it's missing a bunch of teeth there, as you can see. So I got this replacement gear to try and fix that. I wasn't sure exactly of the pitch, but it looks like it meshes up pretty good. It's pretty much the same diameter and the same shaft size, I believe. So in a future video we might try and get that on there, but this thing should be going under the knife pretty soon. It's my other buddy Chris, and he has agreed to let me film basically what he called a Food Network style modification video on the conveyor, where he'll let me film some of the bigger parts to get an idea of what it takes to fix the conveyor, but then you'll basically just see the final product. You're not going to see all the little stuff that goes into every square inch of fixing up the conveyor. But let's go buy a dump trailer battery. Okay guys, so $183 later, we got a new battery here. This one rates in at 710 cold cranking amps. The last one that I had was 550 cold cranking amps. So a little bit of an upgrade here. Let's run back. We will swap out the batteries and then we can get to work here. Okay. Old battery out. Okay guys, so I made a mistake that's gonna cost me some time here. This battery only has these big terminals on it because it's a much larger battery than the one that was in this trailer. The old battery, as you can see, has the big terminals and these smaller posts, which all of my electrical connections and everything that I have fit onto. I really don't want to have to swap out every one of these ring terminals for the larger ones, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just use the smaller battery. But I'm gonna have to drive back to a different Napa in the town over from me, which has them, because the one that I just bought this at doesn't. So back in the truck, go correct my mistake. That was total brain fart. I totally forgot that this thing was always hooked up to these smaller posts. Okay guys, we got good news. Right after I filmed that last clip, you know, and I was pulling out of the driveway, I was like, hold on. There's gotta be a simpler way. Like, there's gotta be some sort of part or something, you know, like a battery terminal adapter. So, quick couple clicks on the iPhone there. So handy having a computer in your pocket. And of course, there are battery terminal adapters. So I just called the fine young gentleman at the Napa store. He has 2 of the adapters, so I am going back to the store in my town, which is just a couple minutes down the road as opposed to like 20, and I can use the bigger battery, which I'm very happy about. I don't have to get a smaller battery, and I'm just gonna get these adapters, which are like, I think he said they're like $5 or $6 a piece, which is, you know, negligible as long as I get to use the larger battery. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm glad that I had the wherewithal to think and check to see if that was such a thing, instead of making, you know, an even farther trip. So I'm happy to say I think we should be able to use the bigger battery, and we'll be back up and running in no time. So I'm gonna go pick those puppies up. Okay guys, we are back in the truck, got the parts, doing a full stop at the stop sign. Don't want to get any hate like Mike Morgan did the time you did a slow roll through the stop sign. But these are the parts. Basically, it's just an adapter to go from a full-size battery terminal to a small post. It was actually pretty cool. I was in Napa. Some guy came up to me and he said, "Hey, are you Jake? I watch your channel." So, Todd, if you're watching this one, he said he watches every video. If you're watching this one, it was great meeting you, buddy. Good luck with your East-Made. I think you said you have a 2228. It's a hell of a splitter. Thanks for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. So, guys, we're gonna head back to the wood yard, hopefully get this battery installed and everything else on it. Sun's going down, but it's like 72 degrees right now, really warm. So we might be stacking wood into the night, but I gotta get that dump trailer empty for my tree job tomorrow. The tractor's gotta get in it. So this wood has to get out of it one way or another, and I really don't wanna have to dump it all on the ground. That's kind of goes against everything I'm about. So let's go get this hooked up. Okay guys, we got everything hooked up here. It was a little tight. I did have to not plug in this, which is the NoCo Genius. It's like the onboard battery charger here that you can just like plug directly, you know, into a extension, you know, cord or something. But I never plug it in because I have nowhere to plug the trailer in, because I park it, you know, all the way down at the end of the driveway. So I don't really use that thing too much. If I ever do want to use it, I just have to, you know, take off the wing nut and, you know, hook it up. No big deal. But everything else is hooked up. The rear lights, the backup lights here, and then the solar panel, my 2 sets of Anderson cables, one to go to the truck, one to go up to the winch to power the winch. And that's pretty much it. And then, you know, obviously the pump itself. So the thing works. I just tried it. Can grab the remote here, hit up, and look at that. It goes up. So that's good. Let's get to stacking this wood. That's like first and foremost. Okay guys, we are ready to stack. And Sarah just came down with Louie over there, and Gus just walked behind the tractor. You ready to stack some wood?
I'm ready.
All right, so what we got here are 3 totes. You're gonna have that tote to stack into. I'm gonna have this tote to stack into. And this tote in the center is gonna be for all the stuff for bundle wood that doesn't have any bark on it. So pieces like, you know, this, that are nice and clean, or, you know, center pieces that don't have a lot of bark. They're nice and square, smaller pieces. that would make good bundles, we'll put into here. And then everything else, we'll put the bigger pieces into these two big totes over here. So
are we gonna have a contest?
We can have it, sure. You want to have a contest? Everything has to be a contest, right?
Yeah.
All right.
To make it fun. We're not here just to stack.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay, you're here to compete.
So what
okay.
do I get if I win?
I was just going to say, what are we competing for? Sarah loves a good bet.
Dinner.
Dinner? Okay. That's usually our winning prize. So
yep.
Whoever, stacks up this tote, their own personal tote first wins?
Yeah, and gets to pick the restaurant, and the other one has to pay.
Okay. All right, sounds good. I'm going to throw you guys on a time lapse. You get what's going on. We got a trailer load full of maple here, and we're going to get it all stacked up. Sarah, you still stacking over there?
What?
Huh? Are you still stacking over there?
Yeah, but I think mine's pretty full.
Well, mine is definitely full. Yours is pretty full, but what do they say?
Surprise. If I won, that would have been a problem.
Well, you know what?
I should have been doing
I'll buy you dinner just for helping me stack up all this wood, because we put a huge dent in it. We don't even have that much left. That's probably just like maybe one more big tote. So we got 2 full, or almost full, large totes and a small tote that is just beautiful bundle firewood here. Really nice stuff. We're filling up in the center as well, so it's a nice solid 1/3 of a cord. So I am going to take this tote out of here, get another empty one, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. Great job, Sarah. Thanks for the help. Well, all right, guys, that's all the time that Sarah has for us today.
told Jake I'd give him an hour.
Yeah, she gave a little bit more than an hour, and we got plenty done. And I just have a little bit left in the dump trailer.
You could do that in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll do it in 10 minutes. Everything's 10 minutes with Sarah. But what are you? You're going out to dinner with a girlfriend tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do?
I am going to finish stacking this. I have to go dump the International. I have to load the tractor, and then maybe I'll make some bundles, and then it is Friday, so maybe I will tune into the Back 40 live stream tonight, since you won't be around to get me to watch something else.
That's why I never feel guilty about making plans on Friday night.
Yeah.
I know you have the live stream.
Exactly. Then I get to hang out with all my other friends. So, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for all the help, and I'm going to keep stacking away here.
All right. Bye, guys.
I rearranged the totes because I really didn't feel like running to go get my hard hat, and I don't really want to butt my head on 1/4 inch steel with that log arch. So back to stacking. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. It's getting pretty dark, if you couldn't tell. I got the big tool rack magnetic light up on the trailer so I could see. The one downfall to splitting into the dump trailer, I guess it's really only in the fall time, is that if you don't stack it right away,
a bunch of leaves fall on top of the wood, and then when you tilt the trailer up, it all slides to the back, and the last, you know, part of wood that you're trying to get out of there is all covered up with leaves, and it kind of makes it hard to see what's what, and that's kind of what's going on here. So there's probably enough wood in there to finish filling up this tote here, which is all the, or I'm sorry, not fill up this one, because this is the bundle wood, but we got another about half a tote, a small tote over there, 2 large totes, so we got well over a quart of firewood out of this splitting session, which was great. Chris and I went at it for about 2 hours. He was cutting while I was simultaneously, you know, splitting. So if you didn't watch that video, I'll put a link to it up above, but it was pretty good. So I'm happy with this whole setup. Sarah was a huge help. Glad we got a new battery in the dump trailer, so that should be set for a while. So that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Questions, comments, or feedback, throw it down in that comment section. But for now, I'm Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.